Good morning, children. Yes, have you all read the Bahumani Kingdom? Last previous lesson? Yes, what we have understood? Yes, Bahumani Kingdom, it was a first Muslim dynasty in Karnataka that we have learned. Yes or not? Who was the founder? Alauddin Hasan Gangu. Bahman Shah was the founder. Okay, then who are the greatest ruler? Tajuddin Firoz Shah, Muhammad Gawan and Muhammad Shah III, isn't it? So, their contribution also we have learnt in the previous period, isn't it? Now, we will discuss their another contribution, art and sculpture, literature as well as their dynasties, other dynasties or other rulers of the Vijayapura or this Bahumani dynasty. Okay, children. So, today we are going to learn about the Shah dynasties of the Vijayapura or Bijapur. After the Muhammad Gawan, there were the last king called Kalimullah. So, this Kalimullah, he was having the children, but they were not having the prominent power or the what you call that they don't have the power to rule in this kingdom, and because of the disputes, inner conflict, they were divided into five, that is five Shah dynasty. They were ruled each part of the Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and the Karnataka. So here one of the first dynasty called Adil Shahi of Vijayapura, 1489, he was founded this dynasty at Vijayapura. Then Adil Shahi of Vijayapura, first Shahi dynasty, and the secondly Barid Shahi of Bidar, it was started 1489th century at Bidar. And the third one is Qutub Shah of Golconda at Hyderabad. And the fourth one is Nizam Shah of Ahmednagar near the Daulatabad. And the last one is Imad Shah of Berar near the Bidar. So these are all the five dynasties they were ruled. Means after Kalimullah Shah, the kingdom, it was divided into five Shah dynasty. Now we'll see one by one. Adil Shahi of Vijayapura, it was started. Adil Shahi was the founder of this dynasty. Yusuf Adil Shahi. What is that? Yusuf Adil Shahi was the founder of this dynasty. So he was started 1489. But the King Adil Shahi, he was ruled and extended his empire or the kingdom of the North Karnataka, Maharashtra part and the Andhra part, where it is northern part of the Karnataka, Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh. Okay, then after the Adil Shahi means another, his son Ibrahim Adil Shahi came to the power. So he was the tolerant of other religion, means not only they were worshipping Muslim religion, just they were following the Muslim religion, that is right, but they were tolerance of the other religion, means other religion also they were respecting, like Hindu culture they were respecting, children. Okay, so here Ibrahim Adil Shah, he was written the book Kitab-i-Navaras book, that is the book, it is telling the story or worshipping about the god Ganapati, Saraswati, Datta, like that. During the time of Ibrahim, he was developed, Ibrahim Adil Shahi, he was developed the Datta temple at Bidar. Then after the Ibrahim Adil Shahi, one more dynasty, it was ruling other part of the Karnataka at Bidar. And one more thing it is, Ibrahim Adil Shah self, he was a writer also. Not only a ruler, he was a writer also. So that he wrote a Kitab-i-Navaras book, as well as he built for his wife Rosa. This Rosa, it was the first in India. Rosa was the first what do you call that rosa? Rosa means it is looking like a Taj Mahal, beautiful Taj Mahal. Have you heard or have you seen the picture of Taj Mahal? Shah Jahan built the Taj Mahal at Agra for his wife, isn't it? His beloved wife. So like that, here Ibrahim Adil Shah, he was built for his beloved wife Taj Begum. So it was a beautiful structure or the rosa. Okay, and this rosa, it was the first rosa in India, and it is called Taj Mahal of South India. That is in North India, right? So it is called Taj Mahal of South India. So this was the greatest contributions of the Adil Shahi of Vijaypura dynasty, especially Ibrahim Adil Shah. Then secondly, Barid Shah of Bidar, one more dynasty established at the same time 1489th century. Here Qasim Barid was the famous ruler, but Qasim Barid, he was killed by his own son. So that dynasty became ended and weak because then there were no other prominent ruler to rule this. So that what happened here, Vijaypura Adil Shahi, he took the power of the Barid Shah of Bidar. Then one more dynasty called Qutub Shah of Golconda. Where it is? Qutub Shah of Golconda. It is in the Telangana part, means Andhra Pradesh we can see here. So he was extended his kingdom. He was also tolerant of the other religions. He was sheltered many poets and the writers. But there were, after the death of the Qutub Shah of Golconda, there were no other prominent ruler to rule this. But also, when during his time, Golconda was a capital, but he wanted to make a beautiful city, so that he was shifted to from Golconda to Hyderabad. So Hyderabad he made a capital as well as he made a beautiful city. Yes, I think we are calling Hyderabad, it is a pearl city, right? So that Hyderabad city he made a beautiful city. After that, Qutub Shah of Golconda, who was the founder here, children? Yes, Quli Qutub Shah. He was the founder. He was founded, it is in the 1512th century. And Qutub Shah of Golconda was the prominent ruler. He made the capital from Golconda to, means he was shifted his capital from Golconda to Hyderabad during the time of 1589. After that, Qutub Shah dynasty became weak. Why? Because Shah Jahan, Mughal king, he was attacked the dynasty and took the power. Then another king or another dynasty called Nizam Shah of Ahmednagar, where we can see this Ahmednagar in the Daulatabad or Maharashtra. So he was very well developed the Daulatabad. So Nizam Shah, he was the founder of this dynasty. At the same time 1490 the century, he was started his ruling, but here also because of the inner conflict between other sultanates, this Shah Jahan, during the time Shah Jahan was ruling in Delhi, Mughal dynasty, so these Mughals were captured this dynasty and Nizam Shah of Ahmednagar dynasty became declined. After that, it was merged into Mughal dynasty. So here, Qutub Shah of Golconda and the Nizam Shah of Ahmednagar, these two dynasties were merged to the Mughal states. Then last dynasty called Imad Shah of Berar. He was also established his dynasty during the time of 1490. Fatullah was the famous king. He was established the Imad Shah dynasty. It was the last Shah dynasty, children. After the Fatullah, there were no other prominent ruler to rule in this kingdom. Then this dynasty attacked by the Adil Shahi of Vijaypura and he was took the power. Okay, children. So these are all the 5 dynasty about we have learned. Now we will learn about their contributions about the education, literature, fine arts, and whatever their sculpture or the architecture contribution we'll see now. First of all, education. Already we have discussed about the Madarasa University and the Quran teaching, isn't it? So during the time of Firoz Shah, Muhammad, Gawan. So during that time they were following the religion called Islamic, isn't it? And they made the copies of Quran. So that Quran only they were teaching in the Madarasa. Not only Quran, they were teaching instead of that philosophy, geometry, mathematics, yes, and theology. So here another thing is Madarasa University. It was a 3-storied building that we have discussed, isn't it? So here they are giving the scholarships as well as the free education for the poor people and the orphans. Free hostel facilities Muhammad Gawan was given, isn't it? Okay, so their education center we can see in Daulatabad or present Maharashtra, then Bidar, then Kalaburgi. So Raichur, Bidar, Kalaburgi and Vijayapura, these are all, and Ilaichipura or Ilaijpura. So these are all the places we can see the educational center of the Bahmani dynasty or the Shah dynasty. Then literature and the music. Here he was tolerance of other religion, I said, isn't it? So Persian scholars was there, Urdu poets was there, include Kannada poet also they were getting the shelter during this time. So here one of the Kannada poet Narahari, he was written Torave Ramayana. So about the Ramayana story, Rama, Sita, Lakshmana. So these story he was written Torave Ramayana, a Kannada literature. Means they were encouraged other literature also. And another thing is Bande Nawaz, a Sufi saint during the time of Firoz Shah, isn't it? So he was sheltered to Bande Nawaz. So these Bande Nawaz, he was developed the Urdu languages, or it is developed in a Dhakkani style that we have discussed, isn't it? Next, fine arts. Already Ibrahim Adil Shah, he was a self-writer and he was a poet and he was a musician also. So that he was written the Kitab-e-Navaras book. So in that book it will tell us about the worship of God, Ganesha, Saraswati, or the Hindu god and goddesses. Okay children. So next, fine arts. Fine arts means what? Okay. Mosque and the masjid or the dargah. These are all walls. You know about the walls, right? So that walls painting we can see that. What type of the paintings? It may be flowers or it may be creepers. So like that paintings we can see on the dargah or the mosque wall. That's called fine arts. So they were encouraged the fine arts. Then lots of contribution of palaces and the forts. Bijapur and the Bidar fort was famous. So Bijapur fort, it was having the 6 entrances, 6 main entrances and 6 basins they had. Okay. And apart from that, they were having the Ganga Mahal. What is that? Ganga Mahal and the Mehtar Mahal. It was beautiful palaces they were built, and lots of mosques and the masjids they were built in children. Then Jamia Masjid. Yes, who was built this? Jamia Masjid, Adil Shahi, he was built. Adil Shahi II, he was built in Bijapur. And another thing is Muhammad Gawan's Madarasa. That was a 3-storied building, 56 feet height. Yes, like that domed, what do you call that? Madarasa University. Apart from that, we can see other mosques, especially what is that? South Indian Taj Mahal built by the Ibrahim Adil Shah. What is that? Ibrahim Roza. So Ibrahim Roza, it was the greatest and the first Roza in India. It is looking like a Taj Mahal, so that it is called Taj Mahal of South India. It was the greatest contribution. And another greatest contribution, have you heard that? In Bijapur, what is famous for in Bijapur? Yes, Bijapur, it is famous for its what? Yes, Gol Gumbaz. What is that, children? Gol Gumbaz was the famous architecture or the big or the largest domed tomb. Yes or not? Tomb means like this. It will be, okay. So what is that? It will be looking like this type of the tomb. So it is domed tomb. It is the one of the 7 wonders of the world, children. Isn't it? So Bijapur, we can see this Gol Gumbaz. So Muhammad Adil Shah, he was built this during the time of 1656. Gol Gumbaz was built in the year of 1656. Muhammad Adil Shah wanted to make or wanted to build something large, so that he was built the largest dome. This largest, it was the first largest dome in India and the second largest dome in the world. So it is a world famous, or it is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Okay, so this Gol Gumbaz, inside there is a chamber. So if you will go to inside the chamber and if you speak, then it will be hearing more than 6 or 7 times, children. Like that it is echoing. So that is called whispering chamber. So inside the Gol Gumbaz, what we can see, what we can hear, our sound only, it will be reflecting us. So that type of the whispering chamber we can see in the Gol Gumbaz. Apart from that, in the Kalaburgi, we can see the Firangis. Means they were using during the time of warfare. So lots of mosques and some other Hindu temples also developed during the Bijapur Adil Shahi Sultan's time. So this is about the achievements, contributions, literature, arts and architecture of this Bahmani dynasty or Adil Shahi of Vijaypura dynasty. Okay, children? If you have any doubt, please ask me in a WhatsApp, and please go through the video as well as go through the textbook, read well, 2 to 3 times read well. Then what you are not understanding, just you WhatsApp me, children. Thank you.